The topic for today is to display all the vowels in the string. Like for instance, if a user has input the string, we have to find all the vowels and print them out. This is an important video from class ICSE and ICSE point of view. Watch this video till the end to know the algorithm. So let's start. See, basically this is my entire method, or this is my entire source of code that will help you to find the vowels in a string. Okay, we have all you have to do is just write the class name. Let's say class name ss, and you will start with void main, and here you start with the void main and your program starts, and you will put down two braces here down, and you will get no compile time error, and this is the entire program. I have just removed the class, these two lines and the last two braces in order to get the wider view of the snap of the code. Okay, so now let's start with the basic. See, what we want is, like for example, I have put the input string as hello, so we will get E and O displayed because these are the vowels. So I have to make a source code such a way that only the vowels get displayed. So let's start with the dry run of the program. It's very easy. See, our string is hello. So now let me write my string hello. Hello. And let me give the indexing. It's 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. As we know, the string is 0 based index, so the indexing starts from the 0. Now let's start. We have to find the length. Int l is equals to s dot length. It is used to find the length of the string. The length of the string will be 5 because the length goes from the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Length is 5 and the indexing goes from 0. Okay, so now we will start a for loop. For loop will have int I equals to 0. First, the value of I will be 0. I when equals to 0, it will check, is I less than L? What is the value of L? 5? Yes, of course, 0 is less than L. So it will come inside the for loop and it will check. It will put char ch is equals to s dot char at I. What it will do, it will extract the character at the given position from s. That is, ch is equals to, what the value of ch will be? S. S means the string. Dot char at I, matlab it means character at the ith position. What is the value of I? 0. So character at the ith position in string s. What is the string? This is string s hello, and we have to go at the 0th position. At the 0th position we have character h. So now the value of ch will be h because it will store h. Now it will check if the character that ch, if ch equal a, no, h is not equals to a, again it will check, or ch equal e. What is the value of ch? H equal e, no, h is not equals to I, h is not equals to o, h is not equals to u. So the condition gets false. Again we will go into the loop. Again the loop will go up and it will check. It will increase the value of I. Now value of I comes out to be 1. It will check I is less than L. 1 is less than 5. Yes, condition is true. It will come inside the for loop. Again it will again extract the character ch is equals to s dot char at I. Now what's the value of I? I value is 1. So it will take ch is equals to s dot char at 1. What is the value of 1? 1 at the value 1 is e. So now the new value will be stored, that is e. It will check e equal a. No. E equal e. Yes, the condition is true. As well the condition goes true, we will get system.out.println ch. Ch we will get displayed e. E will be displayed. Okay, let's say this is my output window, so E will be displayed here. Okay, because this is, we are using OR operator. OR operator means if any of the one condition goes true, the lines inside the if will get executed. So we were able to print ch. Again the loop will go up, it will check. It will first increase I equals to 2. Again it will check ch is equals to s dot char at I. What is the value at I? Value at I is 2. So we will go at 2 and fetch the character. It is L. So L will be stored in L. So L will be stored in ch. It will check. It is a vowel, no, because L is not equals to A, L is not equals to E, L is not equals to I, not to O and not to U. So again the value of I goes and increases, and we will fetch the character at 3. What is? It's L again, and again L is not a vowel. We will go again check A, E, I, O, U. It will not be equal. The value of I gets increased again. When the value of I gets 4, again it will check 4 is less than L. Yes, the condition is true. 4 is less than 5. Now ch is equals to s dot char at I. What is the value? We have to extract the character at 4th position. It's O. So now the value O will be stored in ch. It will check O is equal a. No. O is equal e. No. O is equal I. No. Yes, O is equal O. We got the condition true here. So it will come inside if condition, and it will display system.out.println ch. What is the value of ch? O will be displayed in the next line because we are using println. Okay. Now again the value of I gets increased. It comes to be 5. As soon as the value of I comes to be 5, it will check I, that is the value of 5, is less than L. What is the value of L? L is also 5. 5 is less than L. No, condition is false because 5 is equal to 5, not less than 5. Neither greater than 5. So it is wrong. So as soon as this also gets out, we will get out of the main of the class and the program finishes. So we got our vowels printed. So now let's have a dry. We have seen the dry run. Let's see it in the ID. See, this was my entire program. I just cropped these two lines, that is class void and class main. So you can just write void and main. That's the entire program was same. Nothing, there was no difference. So now what we have to do, this was my program. Let's compile this and it's running. You can see E and O are displayed. So our vowels get displayed. Let's change the string. We are not forced to go for the hello. Let's change it and make it, let's take it hello. Let's take it a channel name. Code effectively. Okay, this is my channel name. Now let's see whether it will be printing or not all the vowels. Yes, all the vowels are displayed. All the E's are displayed, all the I's are displayed. Now let's go for another one. Let's take it code only. Let's see whether it is running or not. Come. Let's see, run it again. Okay. Yes. Oh, we have displayed, and here we get the output. O and E will be displayed. Yes, that's it. Thanks for watching the video. If you like the video, please go and subscribe to the Code Effectively channel. Thank you for watching.